So you weren't preparing for a primary, so you probably don't have I'm curious, like, why should people vote for you in August versus your opponent?
Oh, I think that it's still easy for me to answer, even though I wasn't necessarily prepared for a primary, just because I think that organizers belong in politics. And I think that would be an easy in for me because I think that I'm used to what I do. I solve problems. Even sometimes they're temporary and you build on them. And so I think that is my biggest difference right there is that I'm in my community every day. So
And
I
you
see the
and you have a
problems.
nonprofit, right?
Yeah.
Called?
Yeah. Kansas Impact Coalition. So I'm the president of it for now. We'll see how long until that becomes like a real conflict of interest. But yeah. And our main thing is like accessibility. And so any way that someone's having trouble with healthcare, getting any kind of food accessibility. So we have community fridges. We've worked with Salina Family Healthcare has a mobile unit. We worked with them before. And so it's accessibility and filling the gaps. Salina has a lot of nonprofits, but there seems to be a lot of gaps still.
Yeah, the nonprofits that I have ran into versus like they're not nonprofits, they are
I don't know. Like businesses, like a
no, they're not
501c4 is,
businesses. They are
uh,
nonprofits, but they're not called mutual aid. My God.
oh, mutual aid. Yeah. That's really more what we do is a lot of
Yeah,
mutual aid.
because the main difference, and a lot of people don't know, is that there's no barriers to the mutual aid. You say, I'm
Right.
hungry, we give you food. You don't
Right.
say, I'm hungry, and you say, give me two paycheck stubs and prove to me
Right.
you couldn't have bought your own food.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. No, we would never do that. We never ask for any kind of proof of income or anything like that. No.
Yeah. And that's what
So,
Liberation Place, Ice Stuff, they have clothes and diapers and all sorts of things that people donate to them and they just give them away. And then people are like, how do you know they're not taking that car seat and selling it or something like that? And they're like, we don't.
yeah. And I
And
don't care. I don't care. I
that's
don't.
on them.
Yeah, it's on them.
And we know that's not the majority of what people are doing here. We know that. And the thing about nonprofits is when they have to basically prove somehow that they're helping people. And so a lot
Mhm.
of times you don't just get the help, you get the help and then they want to track you. You get the help and
Mhm.
they want you to fill out they want to get data and stuff from information from you so that they can use that on their grant reports to say we help this many people and all this other
Right.
stuff. And so you can't just go in, get your help and leave and go on with your
Right.
life. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's a
I quit
barrier.
applying for grants because of that, because we just don't do grants. Everything we do is all private donations, crowdfunding, whatever, just because of that right there. We don't have restrictions on anything, so we can't really get grants.
Yeah, the majority of the grants that come from the government, especially if they're not coming from private foundations or anything like that, the ones that come from the government at
Hmm.
every level have so many stipulations of how you have to run the program. It almost ends up making your nonprofit just an arm of the government
Yeah.
because you're
Yeah.
running every program the way the government just told you to.
Yeah. And yeah, and a lot of them here are really religious based. And so
Yeah, there's
we
that too.
obviously don't do any of that at all. We offer Plan B, we have Narcan testing strips, we offer power of attorney papers to transgender people. And I could go on for days about all the gaps and different things that people don't do here.
Yeah, I
So,
know that when I've been in positions in my life where I had to go to food banks and stuff, they were all just, and I am not religious, but I had to sit there and let them pray with me so that I could leave
yeah.
with my food.
So that you could, or yeah, or even just eating a dinner, have to sit for the church service or whatever. No.
There's always a string, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you're offering prayer over here, if you need prayer, come see those people over there. If you'd like prayer, that's different. It'd be like every time I went in to get my food, before I could, they would have my bags. And it was a requirement that we pray together over the food first. Like
Really.
leave with my food. I had to pray and hold their
You had to
hands
pray over it.
and pray with them and touch some strange old lady's clammy hands. Feed my
Yeah.
children, so I did it. And so I don't think that should be a thing. And
Yeah.
so even if that was the only barrier, it's still a barrier for some people, especially people that may have religious trauma.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
that can't even step into a church. A church, I know people triggers them because of things that happen
Yeah.
to them in churches. And so I just think if
Hmm.
you need food, you should be able to just get it.
Just get food. Yeah.
You
We have
know,
3 fridges around town that people can just take donations to and you can just take them out. No questions asked.
yeah. I really want to start something in the front of my house because there's a lot of kids that run around here. There's a whole bunch of kids in this neighborhood. And
It's
they're,
been really cool watching what they inspire around town because some of those have been popping up and in some of the smaller towns around us, they're calling, asking how they can do a fridge. And so it's kind of
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we have a huge front yard, so we could have a fridge right down there and they wouldn't even have to get near our house. Because we
Uh,
have, it's like a big area, then it goes up, and there's another big area, and then there's our house. And there's a huge area in the front. I would love to start a community garden, but none of us actually do gardening. I could
yeah,
buy all the stuff for it, but I need other
you're right.
people that are going to actually go out there and do it,
Right.
me,
Yeah.
and it ain't them.
The DSA here in town started a community garden and they donate to our fridges sometimes. So that's cool.
Yeah, we have a huge plot in our front yard that could easily be a community garden.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.